Hey, it's Frank from 4D Honeybee, and day number 3 of the new beekeeping regime. And I'm just going to do a quick inspection of the hive. It's only been 3 days since I installed the NUC. And I normally don't recommend you to do inspections any more frequently than about 7 days. Once a week is perfectly fine. The only couple of exceptions, for me at least, is one, on the initial install. I like to see that they're in there and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then also when you release a queen, sometimes you got to check on the queen a little more frequently than every 7 days. So I always say, have a mission, have a plan every time you go see the bees. And here they are, right off the bat. I'd like to see a little more activity at the front of the hive. There's not much. It's around 6 o'clock on what's turned out to be a kind of overcast day. It's 28 degrees Celsius, which is 82 Fahrenheit. So it's been a great day for foraging. You can see probably what we're looking at is the last few foragers coming back. So we'll take a look at the hive and see how it's doing. And I'll tell you what my plan is on 4D Honeybee. Okay, so the plan for today is pretty simple. I'm just going to, first of all, take a look and see if and how much the bees are taking of the food that I've given them, right? So do they need replenishing of the syrup? I'd love to open that box and open the food container and see it full of bees sucking up juice, or I'd like to see it empty, even better yet, see it empty so that I can replenish it. Then see if they're taking any of the pollen patty that I put in. Then have a quick look at the frames, see if we can see any new signs of laying by the queen. Okay, she's got lots of room to work there. Let's see if they're doing it. And hopefully that's it. I am gonna light my smoker just to get it going, just in case. And yeah, let's see what we got. So here we're just really hoping that we see some bees eating up the stuff that we give them. Let's see what we got. Okay, I don't see any ants, which is a good sign. All right, that's good. Let's go take a look at that. Okay, still got a decent amount here, so I'm not gonna give them any more sugar water. Okay, looks like they've sealed up the hive pretty well. It looks like the hard lid wants to come off with the food box, so we are going to oblige and pull them all off. Right here. And here they are. Pretty quiet. This is going to be my first time removing this soft inner lid. Well, they're nice and quiet bees, that's for sure. Looks like we're sticking to the pollen patty, which they pretty much not touched at all. They haven't touched the thing at all. Let's look for the queen here. She could be anywhere. On the inner lid. Nope, no sign of her. Okay, so let's we see either the bees dealt with the ants or the ants are just dead on that pollen patty. They're not touching the pollen at all, but they are touching the sugar water, so that's good. All right, let's have a look at these frames. Let's give them a little bit of smoke. That looked like a lot more smoke than it was. Not much was blowing out of this thing. It's doing nicely now. Smoke up my hands a little bit. And let's see what we got here. I like using these frame hangers. They're pretty handy, but I don't think I need it today because there's no action on these outside frames at all. So I'll just pull them aside. Touching those at all. Let's see about this frame. Look at all those bees just staring from the tops of there. Okay, they're starting to build this one out. Kind of some crazy comb happening there. As you can see, let's have a look for the queen. Because I've already got 2 frames out, I won't bring this frame out. You see, they are building it out. nicely enough. Let's see how they're doing on this frame. Now we're into the original frames that came with the NUC. Okay, so they've hatched out. Okay, no, this one was just honey. And that's what it is now. Still just honey. Same with this side, honey. Some drones in there. It's nice. This should be a frame of brood here now. Okay, yeah, they're finishing capping off this brood frame, which is nice. Don't see any queen cells. See larvae. I see it go right out to eggs on the very outside. So there is a queen in here and laying, which is good. Again, on this side we got nice larva frame. Got some pollen coming into the hive, which we would expect. Nice frame. Okay, this is where I'm going to bet I find the queen. Not a betting man, but I got a good feeling about it. Heavy frame. Beautiful brood. Look at that. Wall-to-wall brood now. No sign of a queen on here. Oh, about here. It's a decent number of bees, not massive by any stretch, but you know, good for a starting nuke, a good number for a starting nuke. Okay. Now this next frame, ooh, here's some thunderstorms in the background. This next frame was open and available for her to lay, so it could be one where we find her. Still very empty. Let's see if we see her laying anywhere here. Well, starting to get agitated. Just mostly nectar in there that I can see. And how about this side? Wow, there is a big bee, but that's not the queen bee. No, this is just nectar here. So no sign of the queen. I've been through this hive twice now, so that's a little problematic. They certainly aren't behaving like they're queenless, and I did see eggs in there, but the question is, how old are the eggs? Let's see. Just starting to draw stuff out there. Okay, so now we're going to leave this hive alone for a week. And know that they're taking resources. There are plenty of eggs in there. Well, I guess you could say some eggs. And they're just starting to make a little cap there, a little queen cap, but I doubt there's even an egg in there. See that? Let's see a queen here. Okay, back in they go. And we're just going to let them do their thing for a week. And then we'll come back and check them. So the inspection is done, and it was disappointing. I got to be honest with you. They are taking resources. They are starting to build out comb. There are eggs. There is larvae. But nothing new. And again, no sign of the queen, which I should have found the queen in that hive. There's not enough bees to hide a queen in that hive. So I'm half thinking the hive might be queenless, but all we're going to do is let it sit now. Let it sit for a week. Let it do its thing. Check in on a week and see if it's doing any different. And thanks for joining me on 4D Honeybee.